I really like my office. I think the play buttons look cool, I think the lighting's very pretty, but there is one thing in my setup which is way out of date, and it's possibly the most important thing in a setup. It's my PC. That monstrosity is now 8 years old, and it is incredibly out of date. I built it in 2015, and then in 2018, I also spilled juice all over it and had to get rid of the graphics card. So the replacement graphics card that I've got is absolutely terrible. But fantastic news! PC Specialist have come to my rescue, and they've provided me with a very, very fancy new PC, which I'll be telling you more about in this video. But I thought, seeing as I'm upgrading my actual PC, I should upgrade my actual setup too, because there are lots and lots of things that need improving. So I've got lots of things behind me which I'll be installing today. So what do I actually plan on changing? Well, obviously the actual PC. That thing is absolutely ginormous. I don't know why I bought such a massive case. It is so inconvenient. My new PC is that little fella down there. It's so space efficient you can't even notice it. Cannot wait. Also, cable management on the current PC is pretty bad. You might think, well, it could be worse, but then you look down the depths. Do not look down the depths. It's disgusting back there. So I'm proper going for it today. I've got like fancy whatever this is called, and I'm gonna do a really good job, hopefully. Look at this mammoth of an extension cable as well. Oh my god, so exciting. Also, currently my monitors are just kind of sat on top of the desk. I've got some mount clamp things, whatever you call them. It's gonna give me way more space on the desk, and in general the desk is pretty cluttered with loads of random crap. So I'm gonna sort all of that out today. We're gonna go nice and minimalistic. We'll probably keep the actual lights because they're pretty good. I'll just make them a bit neater. But this little fella, this is what I put my camera on, and it's always in a slightly different position. So I've got a new camera mount that'll always be like perfect. Probably some other things I'm going to change that I've forgotten, but I suppose for now, step one is to remove all of this clutter and remove the actual old PC. Let's do it. Do you know what? This is truly the end of an era. In front of you is every thumbnail that I've ever made over the last 8 years. So basically the entirety that I've been doing videos on Jack Sucks at Life. But now here we go. Let's turn it off for the final time. Bye-bye, old friend. See you later. Bye. Alright, time for a cool time-lapse. Yay. So I began by just clearing out all the bits and bobs that have slowly gathered around my desk. Finally found the antenna for the Reddit award. Bloop, boop, 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 boop. Good as new. And then I deconstructed the awards shelf. Okay, this is it. It is time to actually move the old PC out of the office forever. I'm going to move the desk over, and now here is the big fella. Look at the size of this thing. Why did I get such a big case? Look at it, it's ginormous. It's so heavy as well. Okay, see ya. Right, in absence of the old PC, a disgusting plethora of wires and poor cable management and dust has been revealed, and also one of these little fellas. Go on. This is from when Don't Subscribe reached 1 million subscribers. But yes, I'm going to sort all of this out because that looks disgusting, and it also is kind of similar on this side too. I'm going to take everything off the desk, I'm going to give it a right polish, I'm going to hoover everything underneath, and then we get started on the new PC, which is just, where is he? Right there. Ooh, cool shapes. Ooh. Alright, that's everything off the desk now, so I just need to give it a good wipe. So I'm just going to keep this same desk because it's nice, it's a good size. I reckon in our next house, I will probably get one of those fancy ones that go... But for now, this one does the job. It's got lots of holes on it as well, which should help with the cable management. Also, I reckon once I've hoovered, the first thing I'll do is set up the new monitor arm mounts, which will clip onto the back of the desk. And then after that, I'll get the PC set up. Okay, everything's nice and hoovered and dust free, so it's time to set up the monitor arms. Now, I ended up purchasing 2 sets of singular monitor arms because I wanted to have... Oh god. Because I wanted to have total freedom over the distance between the 2 monitors so that I could put my camera in the middle of them. So I guess that makes the most sense. Maybe, possibly, probably not. But yeah, these hopefully won't be too difficult to set up. Look nice and heavy juicy, and they're going to give me so much more space and freedom on the desk. I don't know why I've not already used monitor arms. What on earth? So it doesn't look too complicated. I basically put this onto the desk, and then I put this onto this, and then I put this onto this, and then my monitor goes goes onto this square thing at the end, and then I can twizzle it about. Okay, let's do it. Woo! Whoa, whoa, look at that. I've done it. That looks good. So now I can grab the little fella and I can slide him about and I can rotate him. Ooh, very nice. So this is the arm, and then this begins our nice cable management. Because if we take a look behind, you can see that there's this lovely little sleeve for the HDMI and the power lead to go into. And then it continues all the way down to the bottom. It goes through there, and then we'll get it all wrapped up together once we've got the other wires. So that is one monitor done. Let's do the second one. Whoa, 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 goodness me, we have fun here. Look at that. 2 dual monitors with a little gap in the middle for the camera. Very nice. Look at all that space. Ooh. That's a big step forward we've just made. It's almost time for the big old PC. First, let's just whack out the new keyboard and the old mouse. Bloody hell, things are really hotting up now. So I've whacked out my brand new keyboard. Ooh, obviously we don't see it with its lights and stuff on just yet, but I'm sure it'll be nice. What I'm quite hyped about and confused why I haven't utilized this before, but there's a little hole there. So if I shove this big lad there, it's like it's wireless. Whoa. And then the mouse does have a wire. I haven't quite worked that out yet. I guess I could get a wireless one. So far, I'm just using the same mouse that I've used for like 3 years because there's just nothing wrong with it. I just like it. Whereas my old keyboard had like quite a few keys missing, so I was definitely due an upgrade. I've also added this little fella, which is what my camera is going to sit on. And it should be able to go nicely between these 2 monitors, which means that my posture will be a bit better because I won't be sort of looking downwards at my monitors like I was previously. Now they're nice and high up. But in the old setup, my camera would have had to have been above the monitors so it shines over the top, which would have created an angle that kind of looked like this, and then you wouldn't be able to see all my play buttons and stuff. But anyway, it is now finally time for us to try out the computer and get it all plugged in and turn it on for the first time. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Oh, oh. So here's where we've got stuff to think about, because if I was to put this computer down there where the old computer was, we wouldn't be able to see the pretty inside that I assume is going to have loads of nice lights and stuff. But if I was to put it over on this side, then we wouldn't have any space for the big awards shelf. Or I could potentially put it on the desk instead of at the bottom, but I think I want it at the bottom. And then maybe we could put this awards shelf up here instead. Maybe. That's what I'm thinking. Also want to point out something really embarrassing that I've spotted underneath my desk. So if you look straight up at this little fella, that is my feeble attempt at cable management from 3 years ago. If you look, it says monitor. It's just a little bit of tape. That was the entire extent of my cable management. No wonder it looks such a mess. And you know what's worse? I wasn't even using it. It had a wire in it at some point, but... So just getting preparations for cable management before the computer goes in. Let me show you my big plan. So I have purchased these fellas, which go under the desk. Obviously, this will be at the back, but just so you can see. Basically, they will clamp onto the desk to create like these nice little slide trays. And I've got 2 of them. I'm going to have them on either side of the desk. And then they will hold what I like to call Big Daddy, which is my big, long extension cable. So that means that it'll be up there and it'll be accessible, but there'll be nothing on the ground, so you won't be able to see anything. It'll be nice and tidy. Also want to give a shout out to Con, who did a lot of the setups for the Sidemen. A lot of the items I bought today, such as this fella, were used with his affiliate links, because he always does such a nice job. So I just need to screw all of these together, and then I'll be clamping them to the back of the desk. Look at that. Very nice, lovely. I clamped the trays to each side of the desk, removed my previous attempt at cable management, and then inserted Big Daddy. Alright, ready for this? You ready? Oh, who's that cheeky little fella? Look how pretty it looks, by the way. Ooh. I reckon I should probably get like a little box for him to stand on so he's a bit higher up, but I'm going to leave this big gap. Obviously, I'll tidy up the wires, but rather than ramming him right in the corner like the old computer, I'm going to leave a bit of space so that I can easily access stuff whenever I need to. But for now, we're plugged in. Click that fella. Oh my god, look at that. Oh, that is incredible. I don't even know what I'm looking at, but I like it. Hang on, I'm turning the lights off. We need it really dark for the big reveal. Yeah. Wait, I actually can't find the on button. Okay, I found it. You ready? You ready? Oh! Oh my god, it's beautiful. There's so many lights. There's so many lights. Whoa! It's also got liquid cooling. You can't see me. I'm very excited. Whoa. Oh my god, I've not seen it from the front yet. Whoa. I've not seen lights on a computer for about 5 years because mine stopped working after the juice incident. This is beautiful. Hi there everyone, coming at you live from my new camera location thing. Whoa. So from this point I'm just going to take my time, put everything together, do all the cables and stuff, and then I can show you the finished product. But do not forget, massive thank you to PC Specialist. This PC is incredible. I'm so excited to start doing stuff with it. Ooh, hi everyone, guess what? Been working hard over the last couple of days and the new 2023 setup is now complete and it looks absolutely unbelievable. So smart and swanky and minimalistic. Jack, where's the cables? There's no cables to be seen anywhere. Have you got one of those cool wireless computer things? Oh, there's cables, guys. You just can't see any of them. Where's the cables? Oh. Right, we'll get to it. Let's talk through everything step by step, starting with this beauty, the PC. You might be thinking, Jack, it's all raised up. Well, basically, this was Becky's idea, but it seemed like such a shame for the PC to be like down in the corner where no one can see it when it's so pretty looking. So I basically just completely minimized the awards shelf. I've put quite a few things away in the attic, and it's made things look much smarter, less cluttered, and now there's this beautiful place for the new PC to go. Now, I've been saving this moment. You might be able to see that the film is still on this little fella, so it's time to peel it off. Ooh. I'm rocking the whole shelf. Okay, I've seen more satisfying things. I maybe should have took the bolts off. Come on, just work with me here, please. There we go. Oh, it's all stuck to my hand now, guys. Wow, look at that, flawless. But finally, my brand new PC, courtesy of PC Specialist, is unveiled. I'm not a particularly big computer expert, but all of the specs are currently on screen. Notably, we have the RTX 4090, which is going to be incredible to record Reddit videos with. But I did a little bit of test gaming with the computer, and everything runs and records so smoothly, so I'm definitely going to do a few more gaming videos this year. I honestly cannot believe I now have a computer that is as good as this one, and if you would like to get your own computer, PC Specialist have given me a little coupon code, which will allow you to get a £30 discount on any order that you make, and that coupon code is SUCKS. Yep, SUCKS. That's the coupon code. So there's a link in the description if you want to see what PC Specialist have got to offer. But moving on from the computer, my new monitors are set up with their big fancy arms, which gives me way more desk space, and I've also taken all that previous clutter from the desk and just kind of shoved it somewhere else. So my desk can feel all smart and minimalistic. We've also added some LED lighting behind the desk just to make it look a little bit fancier too. My mouse has not changed, as I said, but the keyboard is brand new and I'm really enjoying it so far. It has all of its keys, which is a big bonus from the previous model, and by cutting a hole in my mouse mat, it basically looks like it's a wireless keyboard, which is just really nice and smart. Now yes, your boy has got some very minimalistic black coasters, but do not think for 1 minute that I would be getting rid of the really tacky vintage cat in a hat coaster thing that my friend Callum got me. This fella goes right there, he's not going anywhere. I'm still using the same Elgato key lights to illuminate my face, however, the wires that surround them have just been tidied up a bit. And speaking of wires, I mean, everything is just so much smarter. Becky, please overlay right now what the previous cable management looked like. Do you remember that little death zone of death? Well, look at it now. There's nothing in it. It's just nice and clean and tidy. And all those wires that I had previously just dangling around in front of the radiator, they're now nicely tucked away under the desk in my new trays, courtesy of Big Daddy. Everything's still accessible for when I need it, but when you're just doing day-to-day stuff, you just can't see anything. And then from the actual computer, the only wire that you can see is just this one big chunky fella, and then also I guess that one which goes onto my 4G router. Now it would have looked even smarter if the wire had dangled down so that you couldn't really see it, but not all of my wires that link into the monitors and stuff were long enough to do that, but it might be something that I change in the future. And by that I mean realistically, I'm not changing it ever until I move house. A couple of little extra fancy bits and bobs which are brand new. I've now got a fixed little clamp to put my headphones on, very nice. And the headphones are brand new because I accidentally broke my old ones while setting everything up, so I just had to buy the same model again, which is £105 I'll never get back, but it looks nice and smart. We also have, oh, extra sneaky storage. A good place for me to keep bits and bobs like my knife for unboxing play buttons, also my remote for the lights, you know, I want to change to red. Where do I click? Go on. Please. Hello. There we go. We did it. But realistically, I'll never change from the turquoise because the turquoise matches everything else, you know what I mean? And I also have a slightly messy USB charging station thing for camera batteries and all those sort of stuff. And finally, I have the little mount for my cameras to sit on when I am recording, which is much smarter than the previous setup, and it'll stay in the same place this time too. But there we go. I finally have a PC setup that is worthy of a channel that has like 2 million subscribers. So I'm excited to record lots and lots of videos with this. Once again, big shout out to PC Specialist, link in the description. £30 off your order with code SUCKS. Thank you for watching. Let me know if there's anything else you think I should change or improve, and I will see you all later. Bye.